Alright kiddos, Matt's done 180 degree health and without my trusty camera woman again, but I think you can tell what I got going on here. We got 3 slabs of baby back ribs, looking very nice, very fresh, and I'll tell you what I do to those before I throw them on the grill outdoors. Yes, it's 12 degrees today and I'm grilling. That's about how much I like ribs, but we'll get to that. First I want to talk about doing a dry rub. Now most people think that there's some secret magical combination to a dry rub. No, it's actually, there's no set quantities you need to pay attention to. I just grabbed a few spices I have on hand. You don't need these exact spices either, but you really just have to throw something together and make sure it's seasoned up with plenty of salt. So I'm going to do that now. First off we got cayenne pepper. And we'll put a bunch of cayenne in there. I'm going to have to take the lid off for this actually. But we'll make a dry rub from scratch in about a minute here. Plenty of cayenne, nice and spicy. Alright, we got a few dried herbs. Oregano would be good, but all I have is some basil. Oh wait, no, I do have a little tiny bit of oregano left. Dump the rest of that in there. I got some chipotle. You guys can see that chipotle pepper. This stuff is great. A little spendy, but good. Garlic powder. This stuff is probably like 12 years old. Little Hungarian paprika. And this stuff is awesome. I just bought this at Whole Foods and man, it's good. It's got a real good, I don't know, some people are not into paprika, but I love it. I want to use a ton of it here. It's kind of a spicier paprika. Okay, I have a mild chili powder, chili rojo. And this is just from the Mexican food section in my supermarket. I think I paid like $1 for that. And we're going to use a ton of salt. Like I said, as long as you have some flavor base in there, then you add quite a bit of salt. And obviously I'm not going to put all this on my ribs. But, yeah, I would say like, what would you say? That's 1/5 salt. Maybe add a little bit more. But once we mix that all together, it'll be ready to go. And we'll have that's a blackening rub, a dry rub for ribs. You can use it in all kinds of seasonings for all kinds of things. This one's a little bit on the spicier side. And in fact, in hindsight, as I think about that, maybe go with a little more salt so that we use less of it to get it salty enough, basically. That's all we're doing. Okay, nice sea salt there. Okay, so to prepare the ribs, not too many steps remaining. Okay, all we have to do here is, you can see I'm dumping some olive oil in here. Okay, and I'm going to rub that down a little bit. Yeah, just like that. Just make sure it's coated on all sides. It doesn't take any kind of special skills or talent, although I clearly have a lot of both. Then we could throw some of this blackening spice on there. Not a ton, just enough to dust it. And these bad boys would be ready to go on the grill. After that, we just grill them, get a nice sear. Kind of let you know where we're headed with this. And then we cook it in the oven, covered with aluminum foil for several hours at low temperature. And the finished product is truly, truly amazing. But let's move to the grill here. Alright, sorry for the sudden change in lighting, but you can see we got it going on there. You don't want to like blacken them or anything, but get you a nice little sear on there. That'll pay its dividends in flavor later. And then just going to transfer them right to here and throw them in the oven. So that's that. Grilling. They've been on there, I don't know, 15 minutes tops. Okay, so we're right back. Here's the ribs. They look great. And nice spice on there. They're kind of just spicy with a little salty flavor. Definitely some smoky grill flavor on them. So we're just going to cover them with aluminum foil. And you can see 275. I'm just cooking them at 275. It's 2 o'clock right now. They'll be done probably around 5:30. If you want to cook them a little faster, all you have to do is cook them at a little bit of a hotter temperature. But I wouldn't go above like 325. I think they'll get a little bit too overcooked then. I'm not going to show you the last steps, but I'll tell you about it. We're just going to baste these when they right at the end. So I'll lift this off. I'll put some homemade barbecue sauce on there, and I'll try to include a recipe for that. And then kind of blast them at higher heat, and then they'll be done. They'll be done. Then you just have a little sauce on the side to dip them in, and everybody's happy. Thanks again. This is Matt Stone of 180 Degree Health, eating some ribs.